Hey everyone, welcome back to another video on Saitama token. And this token has been performing pretty well in the previous a few weeks, and last week was kind of a stall for that rapid growth that did occur recently, right? So why is it that it happened, and probably my views on what we can expect next? That is what we will be discussing about this video. This is all based off some of the Twitter posts that the Saitama guru Russell has put out on Twitter. I'll just run through a few of these posts and probably put in my views on what we can expect in the coming days in the price action and the price analysis for Saitama token. So, having said that, before I start, this is not financial advice, or neither am I a financial advisor. I'm just Mr. Aslan. Crypto education is my passion. Let's begin with the video, guys. And be wary of scams and do your own research before you get into any token in the crypto space out there. So, having said that, a quick update. I will not be discussing the price point too much here. We see that it has been a little in the stall. There has been ups and downs in the recent days. Yes, there were a lot of sales. Like I had already quoted in my previous videos, you would definitely be expecting a lot of sales to happen. The main reason being all those so-called whales would definitely be picking off the profits that they have earned, right? So, jumping on to coin market cap. It's down by 1.67%. Again, the weekend effect, guys, it is always there. On after the Saturdays and Sundays, the trading tends to stall a little. But if you look at the 7 days chart, it has been kind of a consolidation that is happening. It has been dropping a little. Yes, we do see some sell-offs and some consolidation happening from the past 3 to 4 days. It's all right if you ask me, and no big bombs also actually got dropped, which might have been a catalyst for improving the price point or seeing that upward trend. I'll tell you what, in my experience, if you see a token which is just going up, 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 and up, and never seeing even a single red candle, it's a scam. It's a straightforward way of telling a scam. I'm not speaking about just a couple of days and stuff, guys. There should be at least a few red candles because, see, think of this as a mentality. A person who entered Saitama at this point of time would definitely be able to get a profit of around 8 to 10x by this point of time. And trust me, if even if he has say 1 billion Saitama tokens, and by the time he reaches this point of 8x or 10x, he or she would be having at least those reflections which are in a good volume which they can sell. So consider that they at least sell those reflections. That would also result in certain price changes over here at this point also, right? So those are the things which I'm actually speaking of, because if it's just that you see all those orders for only buying the token continuously for a yeah, say 1 day, 2 day, 3 days, uh, like that, it's just that you see only the buy orders happening, then trust me, you need to be very very careful in that such a situation. uh, if my suggestion is to be given, it would be ideally a scam or a rug pull or a pump and dump concept that they call, right? So it would definitely happen the same way, and it has been so in many of the tokens out there. If you watch the analysis or watch the graphs of all these so-called rug pulls, you would obviously see that happening, right? So please have a please be a little more cautious and do not expect the token price to be only rising up. There should be selling, there should be buying, both has to happen. And that is when that's the organic growth for the token, right? So what has to happen is we need to have individuals who are getting into the project and buying the tokens, rather than the same old individuals actually going ahead and buying them again and again. Why I am saying this is because half the people who sell and buy the same token again and again are only traders in the space. They are not investors, and you must always be a little careful about that, because the more number of traders are there in the project, the more the project is susceptible to volatility, right? So having a sustainable organic growth is what is very much important. You can see the graph over here, all these ridges. Yes, we did have a quick pump up to this level and we immediately drop down. So this is what I was actually quoting. So this is good, this is actually good, because but just imagine if this has happened to any of those projects where the people are not sustainably backing it in an organic manner, right? So think of those projects. That's where you would definitely be seeing that it will be a pump over here, and you would have bought somewhere in the middle, and or at the all time high price, or at the higher price over this bracket, thinking that it will move forward, and all of a sudden the next 1 hour or so you see that your token count, I mean the value of the token has almost come down to nil, right? And you would have lost a lot of amount in that. So now immediately you can see that there is a dump, and there should be a sell off, guys. It will definitely happen. That's how the market works. You cannot expect every person who takes the token to or purchases the token to just keep holding it in their wallet. Everyone has their own reasons to take profits, including you guys, because even some other day down the lane, after say a year or two, once you hit your own mark or target of attaining a specific price point, you would also be one of the sellers. And at that point of time, people getting into the project would obviously speak of all those sellers. Why are these guys selling and making the price drop, right? So as simple as that. This is how the market works. So I think taking all these things into account, it's an organic graph that I am seeing from my side. It's good to see that there are dips that are happening, there are price points which are coming low, and then immediately it is being picked up by all the so-called investors or the Saitama Wolf Pack also, which is now aiding to a good level of support that is happening with Saitama token. If you look at the graph now, we were all in the consolidation phase long time earlier. We did have this spike and then we dropped down again. We went to the consolidation phase. I was speaking about this. It's just that it needs to have a firm foundation, and once that firm foundation is built, then it's just about building layers upon layers and upon layers, guys. So now again, we are in sort of in a consolidation phase. Yes, we did see a good price pump over here, or a price jump. In fact, I wouldn't call it a pump. It is actually an organic growth that has happened because of all those new investors and all the new projects, all the new contracts that these guys have signed. And now again, I probably think that we might be entering another consolidation phase unless and until any new catalysts comes into picture. Now, what are these catalysts that I'm speaking of? Like this week was kind of a calm one for Saitama. In fact, it just sat back and chilled over the price point. No major ups, no major downs. It was just moving around, bouncing a little bit in that area. And good to see that now at least we have some kind of a support at this level of around uh, the 1100-ish mark. Okay, within that range you still have a good amount of support. So having seen that, let's get on to quickly to the some of the tweets that Russell and Namtran has made. So I'll quickly come to the tweet from Nam first. So he says, just 5 hours back, exciting week is coming for Saitama Wolfpack. So taking that, yes, I keep saying so a lot of times. I need to stop that. All right. So again, okay, sorry for that again, guys. So exciting week coming for Saitama Wolfpack only means we can expect some big bombs dropping down this week. Now, Russell actually had quoted the same last week, probably because of some legal contractual issues. I think that this has been delayed. So, big names are coming in. I totally get the point that sometimes there are certain legal issues that needs to be looked into in each and every angle, because I keep saying this, Saitama is not a token, it's a company. So, tomorrow, in case anything goes wrong, it ideally reflects as a legal issue, and that can be penalized by the court of law. So now they are under the scrutiny of law as well, since they're registered companies. So anything that goes wrong on a legal front, they will have to face legal suits and issues. That's something that we ideally would not want to get into. So hell, why do you want to spend all your so-called token budget to spend on a legal suit instead of having that spent on some improvements in the project, right? So having said that, I think they're very much careful in terms of taking each and every move that they're or the decision that they're making, in the crypto space, which ideally is very nice to see, because such kind of scrutiny will only ensure that you build a firm foundation. See, it's very simple to say, okay, I'll give you $1,000, just go list my token in some of the exchanges, or I'll give you a $10,000, just go list my token in any of the exchanges. Let's trade it for a month or so, let's trade it for 2 months or so, let the price appreciate, and then what else do you do? Utility? Let me think about it now. I mean, that's what a lot of people actually do, right? But they are approaching this particular project in a very systematic and organized manner, which is not only ensuring the current growth of the project, but it is ensuring that the foundation is built for years to come. I mean, I'm seeing the same kind of project build with Jetstar as well. So if you watch some of my other videos, you can also go check that out on Jetstar, what I have made. These two are one of my most favorite tokens, guys. So Saitama and Jetstar. Why? Simple, because they are both into gaming, and I'm a gamer, and I really love to play a lot of games. So having said that, I believe that they are in the building phase right now. So all these price action that we are seeing right now, it is just a glimpse of what we can expect in the months to come. So once Saitamask launches, this would not be the price point that we'll be seeing. This particular 1 billion market cap would definitely be 10 times easily by the end of this year. Trust me on that. The main reason why I'm very much confident or bullish about it is only because of all those strong partnerships that are getting built right now, and what they would impact in the future days. I've been telling this a lot. So it's not about building, it's not about getting a famous person into the project. Say they had signed a lot of contracts with a lot of basketball players and stuff like that. Now the basketball players went came into Saitama. Yeah, that's done already. They did invest their good amount of money, or probably they got some good partnerships. What is happening next? First and foremost, the NFT marketplace that they're going to come out with will have these characters portrayed as NFTs in playing cards style, right? So once that comes out, that would provide a lot more opportunity for sales, and in turn aiding to the growth of Saitama token or the marketplace altogether. Now the that is one portion. Now the second sideline that comes into picture is this particular individual who has joined the Saitama group and who is very famous, and he's a basketball player. He or she is a basketball player, whoever it is. So the famous personalities who are now being part of Saitama token now will start becoming influencers, or probably spreaders of the word, or create awareness about this token to many others in their group, right? So that will give that exposure, and that will get many lot people interested in this token and convert them to investors. So once these guys get into Saitama token, they will not come in with a small pocket in terms of $10, $100. No, absolutely not. You would definitely see a huge inflow of funds coming from these people who are now started believing in the token, because one of the person whom they knew well is now part of the particular project, or he or she is being has signed a certain contract or is in partnership with the particular company, in fact. And since it is registered, guys, they don't need to worry much about the legal front, because yes, it would be easier for them to say that you are investing in a corporation as an investor rather than the token altogether. Now that would also give a whole new opportunity for Saitama to build up on their products. In fact, if you do not see that directly impacting the price point of the token altogether, like, I mean, if the investor has $1 million to invest in, he or she would not go ahead and purchase the Saitama tokens directly, but instead probably give them that put that investment as a marketing strategy, or under a partnership, which can be utilized. Those funds can be utilized by Saitama team to build their further products, be it the NFT marketplace, be the charity funds, or be the so-called Saitama Studio games that they're coming out with, the anime series, the games, the comics, or whatever they want to come out with. So since this is a financial inflow aid that is coming in, they wouldn't have to utilize this marketing wallet one, and they would be able to probably give a much better product, because now they have that fund backing. And these incentives that the investors would get ideally would be in Saitama tokens, is what my personal belief is, right? So that again, what would happen? More trading volume, as well as more burns, as well as higher price increase. So it all takes time. Whatever I quoted now doesn't happen within a day or two. If just think of it like, if you want to purchase an item, or just a mobile phone, guys. Whenever someone wants to purchase a mobile phone, apart from all the iOS users out there, you would definitely look into a lot more features into the mobile phone, instead of just running into a store and just quoting that I just want a phone for this price, just give it to me. You wouldn't actually go do that way, right? So having said that, you would go ahead and actually research a little bit about the features, research a little bit about the phone value, and is it good for my usage, all the stuff you just go ahead and check. So that definitely takes some time. You would spend at least 2 to 3 days bare minimum in deciding which phone you want. Now it's just one single technical gadget that you're spending 2 to 3 days time. Think of them at thinking on a vision of building a company out there for the entire globe, or the entire uh, crypto universe out there, right? So it definitely takes a lot of time and a lot of thinking that they need to put into it to ensure that they get the best output of whatever they do. And having said that, Saitama Guru or Russell, yes, he has been tweeting that family time is important. He's been taking a break with to spend time with his wife and his family. That's really nice to see. Everyone needs a break, guys. He has been working a lot nowadays, and I really appreciate that he deserves this break, right? And moreover, he says that. A couple of quick updates. We will have the link available to reserve your tickets for the premiere tomorrow or Tuesday. There is only 150 spots open now, including NFT participants. Not including, I'm sorry. We will announce a few hours ahead of time for everyone, so that everyone has a chance. Now, this is another golden opportunity. If any one of you would like to go ahead and participate in the premiere for the launch of Saitamask at MGM Grand Las Vegas on 13th of November, the reservation tickets would portal would be opening shortly. They would get to know, I mean, they would be releasing press update on the same. So watch out for the Discord, Twitter, and Telegram space for the for that. So and you would be having only 150 spots available. So all the best to all those guys, all the wolf pack out there who would be lucky enough to get those 150 spots. Second, he says that we are currently waiting for our legal team to review our operating agreement for listing on the Saita wallet. If you are a token developer and want to have your project listed in our platform, we will provide applications shortly. Now, this is also a very good move, and this is something that I was looking forward for from quite some time, to be frank. I was actually expecting when this particular rollout would happen, because Saitama's now will be a different platform altogether. It will not be as simple as any other wallet that you have. It would be a totally different platform. Now, since that is the since the swap has been inbuilt, similar to SafeMoon wallet, guys. If you are users of SafeMoon and SafeMoon fans, yeah, it's somewhat similar to the SafeMoon, the concept wise. Okay, I'm just saying the concept wise. Why? Because the swap that they have in their wallet will have its own individual liquidity pool. It will not be dependent on any other liquidity pool which is out there. Like if you take, for example, Trust Wallet, you need to get into dApps or Coinbase wallet. You need to get into dApps. You need to log into Uniswap. Just connect to your wallet, and you would be utilizing Uniswap's liquidity pool to convert your tokens or swap your tokens. Now, here when it comes to Saitamask or the swap that is inbuilt into it, whatever tokens are there in your wallet, you would be able to swap it inside your wallet, because they have their own liquidity pools in place. Now the listing is very much important, because while you are listing your particular token, it is not pulling out of the liquidity pool of Uniswap or PancakeSwap. You need to go ahead and provide a liquidity pool for that particular to Saitamask application. So that's really nice to see, because now they can actually put in a lot of restrictions. One, in terms of locking liquidity pools, we are yet to see how it is going to come out. To ensure the rug pulls or scams do not happen, they can ensure that they lock the liquidity pools to a certain period. So whatever liquidity is provided is still available. Even if the token falls under a scam or a rug pull in the future, you will still be able to at least sell your tokens and reduce your losses, right? So that's one good thing that we can actually look at, and lot many features would be upcoming, which I'm also eagerly waiting to know once the launch happens. And having said this, guys, one last point to actually, before I end this video, the beta version would be available for testing for all community members. Max, not for all, for around say 50 to 100 community members. Max did confirm this, and probably by in the next couple of weeks we would see the first beta version rollout. And down the lane, say around a week's time is what we would be getting, probably October last week or November first week. I guess the applications for testing this beta version of the Saitamask wallet would be made available to the some of the community members. Again, it would be registration based, is what he has quoted. Yet to see how they are going to do that. So keep an eye out if you are interested in becoming a beta tester or want to get the hands on of the application well behind, I mean well before all the others uh, who would be getting it after November 13th. I would also be waiting for registering myself. Let's see what will happen. And again, wishing all the best to all those guys who would be, bombarding the website one or the link that, once it will be launched, for gaining access to that 150 limited spots for the premiere that is going to happen on Saitama's launch November 13th. Mark the date. And that's it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please do subscribe to my channel and hit the like button if you like this video, and let me know what you feel about the Saitama's price by the end of this year. What would that price be? Let me know. I'm very curious to know your answers as well. Thank you so much once again. Bye bye.